This machine, you see, is called QC, means key crane. First of all, let's look at some major parts of QC. The cabin type thing, you see, here, it is called machinery house. This is access leader, and, as the name suggests, it is leader for accessing upper part. This lower beam is called sill beam. And the slightly upper beam is called portal beam. This upper part is called boom station. This is inner force stay, and this is outer force stay. And finally, this part is called boom. That was basic parts of QC. If you want to know more about more parts, then you can learn from this chart. Before starting any equipment, the flowing checkup has to be done: ground level checkup, ladder checkup, cabin checkup, spreader checkup, pre-operation safety checkup. QC is very important machine for importing and exporting process. In the importing process, QC crane uploads cargo from ship to ITV trailer. And from there, truck or train takes cargo from waterfront area. And in the similar manner, in the exporting process, road truck or rail train delivers cargo to stacking area. And from there, QC crane loads cargo from ITV to ship. Both processes is same and reverse to each other. So, let's take a look into importing process. Let truck reach to its appropriate position. After that, let's start to unloading container from ship and loading into ITV, or you can say that truck. So you can say that this is whole danger area. With the help of QC crane, you have to carefully unload container from ship. This process may look slow to you, but this is needed to avoid accidents. Then, carefully load container to ITV, or you can say it truck. First and major thing is no drug or no drink allowed inside the work area. Each employee should be adequately trained and should be aware of proper personal protective equipment, PPE, and must wear PPE in kicked operational areas. You have to work within designated areas and maintain good housekeeping. Observe appropriate workplace behavior. In the work area, you have to walk, do not run, and use company shuttle vehicle to reach the work area. Take note of safety signs. Observe right-of-way and road rules. Do not use mobile phone within the work area. You must know the purpose and location of the Emergency Procedures Manual. You must be familiar with the emergency procedures. Those instructions are for each individual workers. Now, let's see instructions to know before operating or starting QC. To operate the machine, specified to him skillfully, efficiently and safely. Pre-check the QC before starting operations. To report any defects and damages falls of the QC to the supervisor or foreman. Keep the operator's cabin clean. Don't bypass anything without engineering support. Before shut down the QC, must close the windows and doors to prevent from the rainwater and dust materials. Operator must park the cabin at parking position on the completion of work. When relieving the operator in operator cabin, must be check whether any damage in equipment and cabin. No smoking inside the operator cabin or anywhere in the working area. When relieving the operator in operator cabin, must be check whether any damage in equipment and cabin. You have to check to see that the main hoist and spreader power cable are in good condition. On completion of work, get instructions from the superior where to park the QC. Now, let's see about some trolley. Trolley should slow down when approaching the forward end or the reverse end of the QC. Ensure that there are no obstacles on the trolley rails before trolley travel. If any abnormal noise is heard during trolley travel, stop and inform to control. So in final, don't travel trolley too fast, and also in defective condition. Now let's see some instructions when you travel QC in gantry travel. Use the siren when QC is gantry travel. Ensure that the operator's cabin is at back reach while gantry. Ensure with the ground staff while crossing gangway and vessel accommodation. Spreader must be at a safe height whilst traveling. Spreader swing must be eliminated at end of travel. Ensure that there are no obstacles on the gantry path before traveling. In case of emergency, make use of the e-stop to stop the QC. Now, let's see last instructions you need to remember. Before leave the operator cabin, operator should check whether the control is off, as well as trolley is in parking position. The operator should position the spreader above 35 meters. Check the boom outreach area before boom operations. Before boom operations, the operator should alert the surroundings by intercom. In case of emergency, press the boom motion stop button. Those are some instructions you need to follow when you are working. If you're trying to avoid these instructions, then it can cause much dangerous accidents. Most of the accident happens where container is unloading from ship and loading into truck. Let's repeat our process and see. Here, this truck needed to be in optimal position, so that chances of accident should be minimum. During the monsoon season, or abnormal condition of tidal or heavy wind, QC is to boom up, secured and lashed, if wind speed is 25 meters per second, and center arm and tie-down pin have to be stowed. Here, if you made any mistake, then life of these workers is in danger. Not only one container, but full stack of container may be grounded. Let's avoid this mistake. Not in this area, but whichever area you're working is all in danger for this type of situation. This is also possible when our truck is not in proper position. So you can say that this is whole danger area. To avoid accident, you have to consider all instructions.